What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Blaydes versus Daukaus. Predictions, breakdown, guys. Not gonna be spending too long on this fight card here. Give a shout out to all my subscribers. Enough respect for the donations. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Patreon account for all the face-off predictions. You can also leave a donation to my PayPal. Alright, let's jump into this real quick, guys. Knock this out. First fight here, we have Luis Saldana versus Bruno Souza. Saldana, very unorthodox striker. Kickboxing, looks like some taekwondo in there. But he's a very technical guy, though. Can get taken down. He will also look for submissions. His opponent here, Souza, took a short notice fight here against Melzik. It was a very short notice, like 5 days. Soldier here is Machida student coming out of the camp. Karate based BJJ black belt. Counter striking, similar to Machida. If you guys know Machida, similar movement, in and out. Look for the openings, counter striking, right? Use a lot of footwork to set up the techniques from the outside and would blitz in and land the techniques and bounce back out. The guy that I like here though is Souza. I feel Souza is more mental, better cardio. And even though Saldana gonna be using a lot of leg kicks here, I still like Souza for the counter striking. Saldana also counter strike, but this can be a close fight, guys. But I'm gonna go with Souza because he's gonna be prepared, and this is another short notice fight for him. So I'm going with Souza here for the win. I'm gonna say Souza by decision, guys, but I'm not confident. All right. Let's see here, fights that fell off the card. Tucker, Michelle Watterson. Okay, a lot of fights did fall off. Batgerel. Okay, so looking at Chris Gutiérrez could be a short notice here. All right, so we're gonna jump to the next fight here, guys. We have David Daukaus versus Matthew Nikolai. David here, well-rounded guy, can get wild at time with the striking. Can take this fight anywhere. Will go to the ground also. Heavy hitter though, and he will look for the submissions. But I feel he's a little wild. You know, he kind of rushes in with hook punches. But it's a guy if he connects will knock you out, and he's pretty well-rounded, right? His opponent here, Nikolai. Nikolai is very well-rounded guy too. Very technical. I feel like he's a more experienced guy here. And he's more strategic with his striking, you know, more look for the openings, doesn't force anything, and he's not wild with technique, right? I'm kind of liking Nikolai here. I feel Nikolai is more composed, a little more experienced guy here. Like I said, but with David, though, you can't sleep on him because he's a very dangerous guy, especially in the first round. He's a very heavy hitter. But I'm going to go with Nikolai. I'm going to say Nikolai by decision, but I'm not confident, guys. All right? Next fight here, we have Jennifer Maia versus Manon Fiorot. Jennifer Maia here, BJJ black belt, but striking, she flat-footed, very flat-footed. She has submissions though, fight by submission, and I think she pulled off a submission in the UFC one time. She got an armbar of her Joanne. But with this fight here, man, with Fiorot is a karate base, kickboxing base, very technical on the foot. You know, pretty similar to Chechenko. You know, Caitlin Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Nunes, like she has that movement. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Maia is kind of flat, but you know, if Fiorot slip on a banana peel and fall down, you know, she could end up on the ground. And Maia BJJ black belt, like I said, with Fiorot, you know, she just kind of coming up. You know what I'm saying? Not much experience like what Jennifer Maia have. You know what I mean? So this is a fight where I'm not super confident in this because, like I said, she has BJJ black belt, so if she can get this fight to the ground, or if Fiorot slip on a banana peel and end up on the ground, could be problems. But I'm gonna go with Fiorot here. I feel like she's a more slicker fighter on the foot, the movement, and her ground game has been getting better. You know, is more elusive with the striking. With Maia, she's just flat. She's totally flat, man. And when you're flat like that, you have somebody bouncing in and out and moving around. Even if Maia wants to take down, Fiorot is always moving. You know, like I said, similar to Stephen Thompson, them Tichenko, Holly Holm, like she has that elusive in and out karate base kind of striking, like Soja, like who was mentioned earlier. So I'm going for Fiorot, guys. I'm gonna say Fiorot by decision, but I'm not confident. Just for the fact that Maia, you know, she get the fight to the ground, it's a possibility, man. You know, I mean, anything is possible in this game, man. But Fiorot decision. Next fighter, we got Aliaskhab. Oh man, Aliaskhab Khizriev versus Denis Tiuliulin. Oh man, I destroyed that totally. All right, so Aliaskhab, it's a pretty well-rounded guy, man. Strong wrestling base on this guy. Yeah, strong wrestling base. Striking is not bad. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, this guy will take you down and get you back and submit you. So that's just basically it. His opponent here, Denis, heavy striker. Heavy striker. Wild. Very wild guy. 8 by knockout. So majority of those guys wins by knockout. But he can get submitted though, and he's wild at it. The guy who I would go with here, I would say, is Aliaskhab. I feel like he's just more composed and he has more in the toolbox. He's more well-rounded in my opinion. So I'm going to go with Askarov here for the win, but be careful because, like I said, Denis got a puncher's chance here, man. Even though Askarov has never been finished, he's undefeated, but still, you know what I mean? So be careful. I must say Askarov by submission in the first round, and I'm not confident. Maybe a rear naked choke. All right. Next fight here. We have Batgerel Danaa versus Gutiérrez. So it seems like Gutiérrez is taking this fight on a short notice. This is a tough one. It's a good fight here, but it's a tough one. Batgerel here, heavy-handed guy, aggressive, straightforward pressure, 3-inch reach. But he can get wild with it at times, and he swings, but he's heavy, man. He got raw power. If he connects, he's getting knocked out. He has 3 first-round finishes back-to-back, straight in a row. You know what I mean? This guy is heavy-handed, man. With Chris, though, Chris is a pretty technical guy. Kickboxing, taekwondo, I believe. Decent movement, a lot of heavy leg kicks. He usually can finish you with leg kicks. He's a smart fighter here, man. Taking a fight on short notice, though. But like I said, with Batgerel here, he's going to come forward and start just winging punches. But Chris got good defense, movement. I mean, Chris will even look for takedowns, and with Batgerel, he can get taken down. So if he game plan Batgerel, he could win this fight. I'm gonna go for Gutiérrez. I feel like Gutiérrez is a more experienced guy here. I feel like he's a more well-rounded guy too, because he can take this fight to the ground. I'm gonna go with Chris, even though a short notice, but I'm not confident because I believe if Batgerel keep pushing forward, he could get a split decision win, or even a decision over Chris. So I must say, still Chris Gutiérrez by decision, and I'm not confident. All right. Next fight here, guys. We got Sara McMann versus Karol Rosa. It's a tough one to pick, man. McMann is a veteran, man. Wrestling base, but she can get submitted. Below she'll drop the ball, will gas out, but she will still look for the decision, though, which she does get. But she can fade in the fight, though. But if you look at who she's fading against, it's like Julian Pena, Maron Renee, Caitlin Vera, Amanda Nunes, Miesha Tate. She's fading against, like, you know, good fighters, right? If you look at Karol Rosa, it's like she hasn't really fought nobody. Beth Carrero, Justin Edwards, Vanessa Melo, Lara Prosoporo. I know I mispronounced that. She hasn't really, Melissa Gatto, she hasn't really fought nobody. I mean, she hasn't really fought nobody. Maybe Melissa Gatto, but I mean, which she lost to her, right? Yeah, but I mean, it's a fight where, if you look at how Rosa fights, she's very flat-footed, but she sits down on her punches, and McMann's freaking, her wrestling is elusive. She will drop into submissions and get caught, and Rosa's a BJJ black belt, but Rosa only has 2 by submission, so it's not like she's gonna look for submissions like consistently. This is a tough one here, guys, because like I said, McMann got experience and she's very explosive with the takedowns, man. Even though 41, but I say age is a number, man, but she's very explosive, and Rosa is so flat-footed. If she's able to can get takedowns and play that kind of game and avoid the submission, she can pull off a win here, man. Rosa got heavy hands, but Like I said, the fights that McMann fight, Julia Pena, she was taking her down until she got submitted. If she never got submitted in that third round, I think McMann could have got that fight, in my opinion, because she was getting the takedowns and kind of dominating the fight. I'm going to go with Sara McMann, guys, but this is definitely super not confident in this one at all. And I must say submission in the first round by McMann, even though Rosa is a BJJ black belt, but still. I mean, Rosa has 2 losses by submission, so anything is possible. Not because you're a black belt. Color of the belt doesn't mean nothing. Belt is just to hold your pants up. That's basically it. It's just the color of your belt. It shows your experience, but the real fight is within you. All right? You are the one. You are the person, not the color of the belt. All right? Next fighter, guys, we got Neil Magny versus Max Griffin. Magny here going to have the 4-inch of reach, 4-inch of height. Very technical guy. He will look for ways to win, man. Sometimes he will drop the ball, but hardly. He's well-rounded, good cardio. Max Griffin has been improving. You know, he's been setting it up now, putting it all together. Been looking good to have a 3-fight winning streak there. I mean, this is a fight where, man, Max Griffin could get a win here, but I don't feel Neil Magny is done. I still feel like Neil Magny has a lot in the gas tank left. And as I say, Max Griffin, you know, he's a decent fighter, but sometimes there's an IQ thing with Max Griffin, like he may mess up on certain things. And I feel with Neil Magny, it's a little bit more smarter fighter here. So I'm going to go towards Neil Magny here for the win. And I'm going to say Neil Magny by decision, guys, but I'm not confident, all right? Marc Diakiese versus Viacheslav Borschev. Marc Diakiese here, man. Kickboxing, striking base, can get taken down, but you know, he just hasn't been looking good. I mean, that's just it. You know, he just hasn't been looking good. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, last fight here against Rafael, he got dazed, almost knocked out, and then he got submitted. So, I mean, he's a more experienced guy than Borschev. I mean, you know, he's more experienced by far, but Borschev has over 200 kickboxing matches. And this fight is going to be a kickboxing matches. I don't really see Marc going for takedowns, which he can go for takedowns, but that's not really his thing. You know what I'm saying? Marc is more a stand-up fighter. And Borschev is a stand-up fighter. So, I mean, yeah, it's MMA, and I feel Marc, you know, is MMA, but then the both of them going to want to strike. If that's the case, I'm going to go with Borschev. I must say Borschev, guys, by KOTQ in the first round, and with Borschev, he's a very technical guy, man. Body shots, his combinations, his accuracy is on point. And he's a team alpha male and learning the wrestling and takedown defense, so he's been looking good on the foot. So Borschev for the win here by KOTQ in the first round. Next fight here, guys, we have Alexey Oleynik versus Ilir Latifi. Damn, Oleynik's still fighting, man. Every time I see Oleynik fighting, I'm like, he's still fighting? At 44. Age is a number, though. This shows age is a number. If you feel good and you take care of yourself, remember, staying active is a good thing. You know, it just sometimes depends on the activity you're doing, though. You know, you don't want to get hit in the head too much because that's not a good activity, man, because it does do damage to you, right? So, but keep moving and staying active is always a good thing. That's the key. Consistency with movement. That's going to give you longevity. It's a fight here, man, where it's like, you know, if Oleynik can get the submission, because that's what he wants. And Latifi is a good wrestler, but then if you sleep on Oleynik, he will catch you with something. He will definitely catch you. He will catch you from off his back, on top. It doesn't matter. He will catch you. But I'm going to go with Latifi here, man. I'm going to say Latifi by KOTQ in the first round. I'm not confident because Oleynik is sneaky, man. He's a sneaky guy, man. The guy have over what? How much submissions he has? Like freaking like 40 something or 50 something submissions. I mean, when you have a guy with that much submissions, he doesn't matter his age. Like I said, age is a number. You know, and he gets it in any position. You know, he sets it up from standing up too. You know what I'm saying? He laces his hands while he's standing up and then pull it off on you. 46 by submission, man. Majority of his wins, 46 by submissions. So 46 times he submitted everybody. I mean, doesn't matter, you know, age or whatever. So Latifi, been knocked out, never been submitted. But I'm going to go with Latifi. I'm going to say Latifi by KOTQ. First round, not confident. Next fight here, guys. We have Askar. What is it? Give me a second here, guys. Oh man, I'm going all the way back here. Which man? Oh, that fight. I'm going way back. Shit. Way back. I'm going. Wishman versus Covington 2. Way back. Okay, Askar Askarov versus Karafans. Askar here, man. This guy's dude. This guy's a very, very, very good fighter. This guy's a top level fighter, man. Especially just wrestling. I mean, he out wrestled Alexandre Pantoja. He beat Joseph Benavides, man. This guy, he almost beat Brandon Maruno. Close fight, which you can give it to him because it's split. So in a kind of way, he beat Brandon Maruno in a kind of way. This guy's a very top level fighter, man. I mean, good everywhere, man. But his wrestling, man, he just keep going and going. Like he's chain wrestling. He keep going, going, going. There's no break. Kaya France, decent striker. But he can get submitted. He can get taken down. That's it. I'm going with Askar here for the win. I'm going to say Askar by submission in the second round. And I'm confident in this play, guys. This may be the only one I'm confident in. But if I'm confident in other ones, I will change it. I will change it in the list down below on my YouTube, okay? Next fight here, guys. We have Matt Brown versus Bryan Barberena. Matt Brown's the next guy he's still in there. Looked good against Diego Lima, but with Diego Lima, that was more of a respectful kind of thing. And I think Diego Lima, I think he trained with Diego Lima, so you can see that Diego Lima was kind of holding back in some kind of way. I don't know. Bryan Barberena is not going to hold back though. Brown is more known for striking, but he can get submitted. Be submitted a lot, but he's known for his striking. And he's going to come in here and he's going to strike, but again, his chin is not there. You know what I'm saying? He can get hurt on the foot and get knocked out. Barberena looked good in his last fight here against Darren Weeks, who was an undefeated guy that came in there, and Weeks was just keep going at him. Like Weeks wouldn't give up when he was landing shots. He actually looked good in that fight. He looked prepared. So it all depends on the weigh-ins and the face-off we're going to take a look at, which I'm going to leave that on my Patreon account. And I may do changes, but for right now, I'm liking Bryan Barberena here. I think he's just the guy that's going to push forward and just, he's going to land that shot. And I say KOTK in the first round, Bryan Barberena for the win, guys. Next fight here, guys, we have Joanne Calderwood versus Alexey Grasso. Well, man, this fight here, man, I have to go with Grasso. I mean, Grasso has a resurgence, and she has been looking good. You know what I'm saying? After the Karol Peraza fight, she had little losses here, but she redeemed herself and her boxing. And I mean, she always had the boxing, but she seems more confident in herself. And with Joanne Calderwood, I mean, she can strike too, but I just feel like Grasso is going to just close that distance and box her up. I mean, that's just it. The reach and height is not much difference. It's not like Calderwood has a massive hell of a reach. I think Grasso has a longer reach by an inch. I'm going Grasso, guys. I'm going to say Grasso by decision. And I'm also confident in this one, actually. I have confidence in it. So this is the second fight I'm confident in. All right. Main fight on the card here, guys, which can be a tricky one. We have Blaydes versus Daukaus. Curtis Blaydes versus Chris Daukaus. Curtis Blaydes, strong wrestling base. Big dude, man. Aggressive, explosive. But he can get knocked out, though. Doesn't really handle a shot too well. And his right eye swells up easily. So it's a 5-round fight, and his right eye swells up easily. And we see in the last fight here against Russian Stroke, his eye was swelling up. So that was a 5-round fight. There's a chance that that fight could have been stopped and Russian Stroke win the fight. If it was a 5-round fight, it was only a 3-round. Against Francis Ngannou, that happened too. Stoppage. So look like he has a problem with his right eye there, man. With Chris Daukaus, though, man, I mean, he has a speed on him, and he can box, and he has a BJJ black belt, but experience though, man. And Curtis Blaydes fight top guys. If he fight the top guys in the heavyweight division, I mean, who has Chris Daukaus fight? Samuel. With Samuel is done. Samuel is finished. He has back-to-back all knockouts. You can't really judge him on that fight because Samuel is already done. Oleynik is pretty much done too. Um, Rujuno Nazimento. I mean, this guy was just a, kind of starting out, kind of. You know what I'm saying? There's still little holes in his game. Parker Port, there's the guys that he fought is not, um, it's not any top level guys that you can really say, like he facing anybody that's top. If you look at um, Curtis Blaydes, it's like all top guys, man. Alexander Overeens, Rosenstruck, Volkov, Junior Dos Santos, Francis Ngannou, Mark Hunt, Alexey. I mean, he fight top guys. I mean, it's hard to say, that Chris Daukaus coming in and beat him. But again, like I said, it's eye, and also that possible knockout. And Chris Daukaus is like a sprinter. He needs usually first or second round to finish the fight. All first, second. He went the decision maybe once. All his fights were first round finishes, man. Meaning that he's going to be hunting for a first round finish. So if he can't get the first round finish, goes into second, it's going to get rough for him. It's a 5-round fight, and he never fought a 5-round fight before straight. I can see Blaydes grinding out a win here, or I'm going to say Curtis Blaydes by KOTQ in the second round, most likely got ground and pound. Or if Daukaus wins, it could be a first round knockout. That's just basically it. But it's hard to pick Daukaus here. But Daukaus has a punching power and he can box with it. But experience, man. I'm gonna go Blaydes, KOTQ, second round, guys. And that's my prediction breakdown there, guys. Quick look at the odds, see what we're working with. See what we're working with over here. Okay, let's see here. Bruno and Lewis, they got Bruno as favorite. Close fight, even fight. So I don't disagree. I have that fight as not confident, so I don't disagree with the odds in there. Bruno slightly, yeah, I could see that, but it's even fight in my opinion. Matthew and David, same thing, close fight. I don't disagree. Can go either way, but I like it. Matthew seems to be an underdog here, but it's an even fight. I don't disagree. Maia and Fiorot. Fiorot is too high, dude. Even though she's the movement and the elusiveness striking better than Maia by far. And if Maia cannot handle what's that chick name? What's that chick name, man? If she cannot handle forgot her name. Give me a second here, guys. I need to find the person that I'm talking about. So I can't just pause like that. If she have a hard time with not Tilita Santos, I'm looking at the wrong person here. Jennifer Maia, I mean. Jennifer Maia have a hard time with Caitlin Chukagian. Oh, gosh. If she have a hard time with Caitlin Chukagian, man, I mean, definitely Fiorot is going to destroy her. But again, the ground game, so you really can't, and then experience. So be careful with this one, man. I like Fiorot, but she's too high. Denis and Askar. Damn, Askar is high. He's friggin' high as hell. I like Askar, and like I said, never been finished, technical guy, but Denis has puncher's chance. So be careful with this one, man. I wouldn't mess around with it, but be careful. Chris Gutiérrez and Danaa Batgerel. You got Batgerel here as favorite. I mean, Chris is kind of short notice, but I'm liking Chris though. But as I said, it's a close fight. So Danaa being favorite, possibly the guy is aggressive, heavy-handed, straightforward pressure. But I feel Chris is more the technical, setting up, footwork, movement. So, but I'm liking Chris. But be careful. Rosa and McMann. Damn, I got Rosa. Rosa's too high, guys. No way. I have McMann for the win. I feel McMann more experienced and she can get the takedowns. And Rosa hasn't really fought nobody. And McMann has fought a lot of champions in the women division, even though she lost to them, but it's still experience. So when I see Rosa so high, be freaking careful. I'm going for McMann. I'm not saying Rosa can't win. BJJ black belt, she can even probably get a submission over McMann, because McMann is known to get submitted, but Rosa only have 2 by submission. But Sara wrestling the takedown is explosive, man, and Rosa is so flat-footed. She doesn't move her feet, but she sits down on her punches. She hits heavy too, so she could get a knockout. But yeah, Be careful with this one, man. Rosa's too high of a favorite. Griffin and Neil Magny 200 and something. I don't really disagree with this. I can see Neil winning this fight. So I don't really disagree with the odds, but still be careful. Brakachev and Marc Diakiese. Brakachev 145. I mean, it's hard to disagree, man, because when you look at Marc Diakiese, man, it just doesn't look good. He doesn't even look good on what he's good at. No disrespect, it's just a performance. Performance-wise, not talking about the person. This is just all on the performance, the ability when you're fighting. When I speak like this, it's not to disrespect the opponent. So hopefully, you know, people understand that. I'm not here to downgrade and be negative. You know, I'm just talking about the game because it's a game. It's a sport. It's a dangerous game, but it's a sport, okay? So, yeah, I don't disagree with the odds. Oleynik and Latifi 200 and something. I don't really disagree, but be careful, man, because Oleynik is sneaky. The guy is sneaky. So, even though Latifi doesn't really have a neck, he's kind of shorter guy. So, it's kind of hard to put up a submission, but Oleynik will probably get it, though, so be careful. Askarov in France. Really don't have no problem with that, man. I have that as my confident, man. He's 400 and something, but if I'm confident in it, I mean, that could be even higher. So I don't disagree, man. Barberena and Matt Brown, even fight. I don't disagree. Matt Brown could catch Barberena and hurt him. You know, I mean, you never know. He's not a bad striker. Guy's a veteran. You know, Brown is a good fighter. He's a veteran guy, but been through a lot. You know, not durable like he used to be. So if he gets touched up, he can go out. So I'm liking Barberena though. But like I said, even is fine. Grasso and Wood. This is my next confident here. They got Grasso 200 or something. I don't disagree. I feel Grasso is a better fighter, especially standing up on the foot, even on the ground. Daukaus and Curtis Blaydes. Curtis Blaydes 400 and something. I disagree with this because of the fact that Curtis Blaydes can't handle a shot. Daukaus is quick on the foot, and Curtis Blaydes' eye. If Daukaus jab him up on his eye, and then destroy that right eye, in 5-5 rounder, you could end early. But again, the experience from Curtis Blaydes, you know what I'm saying? He fought top guys. Daukaus hasn't really fought nobody like that. So, and the wrestling from Curtis Blaydes is elusive. But Daukaus have the BJJ black belt. So the odds on it is Curtis is too high though. I mean, I'll put Curtis maybe like 100 and something, maybe 200, but still. But that's about it, guys. That's my odds breakdown there. You guys keep on kicking. Subscribe to this channel. Enough love out to everybody. And us.